Hey everybody, this is the day. This is Fixing Things and I'm Pastor Bill. We're going to get power on in here today. Whether I have help or not. I got to pull number 4 wire, 100 feet plus another 30 to 25 feet into the house. So it's going to be 2 pulls, and we're going to terminate this panel box and terminate the panel box inside the house, and that's what we're going to do today. So let's get with it. Oh, I have some thing. I had some on my last video. I had some people comment about the way I had this panel fed. So they're saying, one of the guys said that I cannot feed this panel through the bottom. You don't know what you're talking about. I'm a master electrician. I know what I'm talking about. The only thing in the code book that doesn't allow you to say pull from the back of the box is the bend radius of the wire. That's it. That's it. Other than that, so now if you come through the bottom and your bend radius is over a certain degrees and the size cables for the size of the box is not adequate with the NEC, then you would have to come in through the top of the box or invert the guts in the panel or turn the whole panel box over and penetrate through the bottom. But since I'm only using number 4 wire, my bend radius inside this box, man, I can do loop-de-loops inside there, right? If I was running MCM 350s in this box, man, I'd have to come right in through the top, right into the lugs, and right into the bottom. But number 4 wire, dude, remember, always check your NEC. This box is gonna get inspected and it's gonna pass. I can tell you this, when I worked for CFS, which is the company you always see me wearing these shirts, in 1 year's time, I probably did 200 panel boxes in one school. And some of these panel boxes took up an entire room I even got videos of me standing inside the panel boxes. They were so big. 2,000 amps, 2,500 amps. These are big panels. And also, you know, where I did a lot of 277, 480 panels. Side by side, fed from the bottom, top, back, you name it. Some of these panels had MCM 750s in it. Trust me. And you can't bend them by hand. You got to bend them jokers with a little bender. And you only get so much bend radius in a box. And there's charts on it, and for the size wire and the size of the box. And for number 4 wire, we're good to go. So God bless each and every one of you. Let's start pulling this wire. All right, so here's my LB on the side. This is a 1-inch conduit, my LB. And this, don't look at this. This is just my communication line that I buried in the ground with the conduit, so I can have some Wi-Fi out here. But I hooked a vacuum cleaner to here and pull this fluorescent twine through here. And then I'm gonna tie my not my jet line, but my pulling thing, my pulling rope wire thingy to that, and I'm gonna pull it up through here too. So all you do is just tie a little piece of plastic bag, a soft plastic bag, not too thick. Hook your vacuum cleaner to it, put it in there, feed it into the other side, and it sucks it right up through in a matter of seconds and 100 feet. It pulls it through there so fast. Not only that, it grabs any trash or anything else that's in that line, moisture, and sucks it up out of there too. So the inside of your pipe is clean. And that's what you want, because you don't want no debris inside your pipes when you're pulling your wires through there. So we're gonna tie it either at this end or the other end. My pulling one, I did have some mule tape was supposed to have been here yesterday. They didn't even send it till yesterday. And so it's not going to be here for another 3 days. I'm pulling this wire today. So I went and got me some the ideal pull line, which is a little bit bigger than jet line. I don't like using that stuff because it doesn't like PVC pipe. So I'm hoping my pull will be easy. And if my wife gets back, she went to the doctor's, I'll get her to push the wires while I'll pull the wire. But if not, I'll go over there and I'll push the wire, leave some slack, come over here and pull it up, get about 5 feet out of it, go back over there, and it'll probably be a comical thing. But that's what we'll do, okay? So let's get the other pull line, because you can't pull with this. Let's snap this in half. This is just for getting something through. All right, let's tie something on here. So I just tied a simple little knot on here, and then we're going to pull it back through here, back over to the garage. So let's start pulling. I'll probably knock this stuff off if I ain't careful. There it is. We're going to tie this on here in case I accidentally pull on the other side and pull it in the pipe. So now it can't go back in. It's like curling back up. It's so curly. I want to show you something here. So if you notice right here, there's a little cut. That's what that yellow line did, just pulling it through here. So you can imagine when we're pulling hard, and this was nothing. If you see that, zoom that thing right up in there. See that? It was cutting my plastic, just pulling across it. So when we're pulling those wires hard, it could cut those 90s that's down under the ground. Somehow I got a black eye. I don't know how I did that. Woke up this morning and maybe Carol hit me or something. Anyways, here's our number 4 wire, and so we're gonna roll this stuff out. What you don't do is you do not pull the wire like this, because it leaves spirals in the wire. Because then you got to go back and untangle it, and you're taking twice as long. So what you do is you just kind of stand up. This is what 130 feet of wire looks like, number 4. Now the black wire. Roger's helping me here. You might see us head poke around. Don't laugh. He's better looking than me, so.
Not hardly.
About the same shape, though.
Yep. Round. Pleasantly plump.
Well worked. Now my white wire. Maybe I'll time lapse this one. Now my green number 8 wire. Roll this out. Alright, so now we're going to make a pulling head on each one of these wires. And the way we do that is we'll strip about 6 to 8 inches of this wire and use the wires to fold around the pulling tape. Try not to cut my fingers in the process. That might be my wife right there. That it is. Alright, so on my pull string, I doubled the end up so we have 2 sets of things to pull against. Then granny knotted it and then loop knotted around that so that way it tightens up against itself. Then we're going to take the wires that we stripped and we're going to take some of the wires out of it. So that the head is a lot smaller. So we're only pulling through 1-inch pipe. So we're going to keep that many strands, about 6 to 8 strands. Then we're going to clip the rest and we'll do that on all of them. Oh, that's waste of wire. Then we take it through here. Pull it up about 3/4 of the way through. And then fold it over. Then we'll do that same thing to the rest of them. Alright, so we got them all stripped, we got them all on there. So what we're going to do is we're going to make this head. What's this? All right, we got about 10 feet down in the pipe already. And once it pulls the slack out of it, I can't pull no more. So I'm gonna shove more down in the pipe, try not to knot it up, then give me more service loop and pull some more.
hook it up high on the ladder so that it will have a not such of a bite on the LB. It's gonna be a back hurting day. Oh, I just broke my LB gasket. We're getting about 3 to 5 feet every pull. I may need help. I don't know, it's pulling pretty hard. I hope I don't break this. I hope I come to the end here pretty soon. Oh gosh, it's tight. The end of the wire is right here. Man, I don't know It feels like I pulled a lot. Oh, there's the head. Thank God. There's the wire. I ain't got to worry about it breaking now. A little more. I'm gonna pull my ladder over. Whew. It's rough doing it by yourself. Can't be done. You just gotta pull, push, pull, push, pull, push. It's easier with someone that would have went 3 times as fast. More than enough wire. Whew, I need a soda. All right, they definitely gave me way too much wire. Here's the end of it, right here. I'm over by the garage. I ordered 130 feet. I estimated 120. So I figured extra 10 feet. And that's including my bends and my... So I guess I'll have some extra wire. I'll use that to power up the plasma cutter. All right, let's go inside and open up the panel box and shove my fish tape through. These actually take a square tip, but if you don't torque them down too tight, you can get it out with the Phillips. Before you take the last screw out, put some lean some tension on it. Last thing you want is the panel face to fall into the bus bars. That's the last thing you want. I put this panel in about two-ish years ago. So here, this is a hot panel, and here's my my 1-inch pipe coming in. So this one already has a bushing on it. See that? It's got a yellow bushing built onto the thing. It was left over. I did this years ago when I still worked for CFS. I just stubbed it out, and then I got down underneath there, what, 2 weeks ago and finished doing the conduit. Need to vacuum out the sawdust from when I installed it. All right, let's get the fish tape down in there. So this is a fiberglass fish tape, and we're going to try to pull the wires in with the fiberglass fish tape. It's only a 50-foot fish tape. It's approximately 25 feet. Should be there. Go take a look. All right, let's go out here and see if it came through. All right, it did not come through yet. All right, y'all stay here and see if it comes through. All right, here's the fish tape. Must have been almost there. My wife says, I don't see nothing. I've got 10 feet sitting out here now. So that's good. That's good. All right, so now we're going to hook the wires onto this. So now that we got the fish tape through, we're going to hook the wires onto this. So what I'm going to try to do is find my last piece of my wire, the shortest piece. Which is my green. Great. So I got 10, 20, 30, probably 35 feet hanging out here. So we got more than we need. So we're gonna cut these wires off. Oh no, you cut it too short. Well, I can only use the up to the green wire. If it's too short, I'm gonna have to make a junction box underneath the house. So we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna strip these and strand them. I'm just gonna tape the green one to it. So just like we did on the other one. Like I said, I could probably push it right up into the panel. All right, I'm at the first 90. I'm gonna go inside, and I'm sure there's a mile of fish tape inside. Okay. As I thought, I got quite a bit of fish tape up in here. There's the head.
That was the last time I ever saw him.
Walked off the stage, never seen again, just finished.
When was this?
5 years ago.
Okay, we'll go because we don't have a train schedule. But where he is now, it's a little more complicated. Knowing it's usually
But nobody knows where he lives. Nobody saw him.
All right, I gotta pull all the slack and cut it off.
You love him, don't you? You still laugh at Drew. You check to see if everyone else is laughing too. You love your husband.
Probably pulling the ladder over and everything else.
He loved you. I'm sure. It's not fashionable to say so, but husbands usually love their wives and wives really love their husbands. Love is very common. Never commonplace.
You know where he went. Somehow you know that. Please tell me.
I have a theory, but I'm not ready to share it just yet. That you think has hands free. Because I can't. And we're about to have a difficult conversation.
Just go outside and check it.
Hannah, have you given any thought to the possibility that I may?
All right, let's see what kind of rat nest we got here. I'm trying to pull leaves and everything else up into it. There we go. So, looks like I need to get the green one. All right, let's check and see what's going on here. We got to untwist these. Okay, that white wire should pull now. Yeah. right, here we are back in the garage. So before I terminate the other side, even though I was already in there, we're gonna terminate this side first because that's the hot side. That way we can work safe inside here. Now, the one guy that questioned my ability that I don't know nothing, said that I can't run this wire through the bottom of the panel, nor through the back of the panel. But as you can see, it easily, because this is just a number 4 wire, it easily makes it up to the top. So the bend radius is fine in this panel. I did put a bushing on here. We have PVC coming through. I'm the kind of guy that believes that you don't need to put a bushing on it if it's got PVC coming through. They also make bell ends you can screw on there too that slopes the wire easier. But I put a bushing on there just in case, because I had a panel fail one time. I've had many panels pass with no bushing on PVC pipe, but I had one panel fail because it didn't have a bushing on it. So normally you would bond this, but you can't bond the PVC. But it's going to be bonded here, and it's bonded down here on the ground too. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to hit my grounds. Everything is separated in this box. Strips 3/4 of an inch. Some panels they'll tell you 1 inch, some 1/2 inch. This one says 3/4 of an inch. Nice, neat panel. This panel is ready to turn on. All right, let's show you what we got going on in here. So down here, I got my UFA ground coming up, and it's bonded to the steel. I stripped it as the wire come up. I stripped it where it goes through the connector, so it's bonded there. Then it goes up and hooks into the ground bar. I have got a whole another ground bar over here. These are only neutrals. That's it, just neutrals in this box. All right, we got the ground coming in from the house, going right to the ground bar. Then we got our black wire, our red wire, and our neutral. And you do not use the bonding screw in this. You only use the bonding screw on the main panel. This is a sub panel. All right, let's go hook the wires up and turn the power on. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, before I forget, these little devices now are required on your panels. And what it does is when you shut the main breaker off, it allows the everything in the panel to be safe. There'll be no exposed hot wires or metal. The bus bars all be dead. And the older panels, they weren't there. They just extended past, which is fine. When you're working on a panel, what you want to do is you want to make sure you have a matched breaker. Even though in some of these Homeline style boxes, other brands fit in the box, it's not UL listed for that box. So if something happens, you burn down your house, you may not be covered by your insurance. So make sure you use the UL listed breaker for your panel. Safe. Pastor Bill's safe tip for today. All right, I got a 60 amp, brand new 60 amp breaker, square D, Homeline, exactly like the box. And we'll be putting that in right here at the bottom. This panel is hot. I make sure the breaker is in the off position so I don't touch the terminals. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna hook the ground wire up.
Tell me what happened next. Yeah, you done.
Not a neutral wire.
She's okay.
She did. She even filled up television for her husband to come home. And it was
But you said she left him.
she said, murder. Did you truly love someone? Never.
Sorry, what name?
Going back to England, I need someone on the ground there. Clothing is clarity. And clarity is useful.
We gave morality lessons from a murderer.
Put these, so we got
What's wrong with that?
black, red, black, red, black, red, black, red, black, red, black, red, black. My top one will be black.
Oh, come on, bloody dog, but what else can I do? Holy mission for a prison work.
Always use panel screws that are made for your panels. Don't use sharp point-corded screws. You want them to have a nice big fat end on it. All right. We should have power here. The breaker is in the off position right now, so we should not have no power at the bus bars. We should have powers on feeders though. Should have no power on the neutral. All right, let's turn this panel on for the first time and test the bus bars. We have power. All right. 600-volt AC. $244 volts. Now let's test each leg. $121. $120. Slight fluctuation. Probably got to draw on heavier on one of the legs in the house. We're good. This is a success. We're going to turn this panel off now, so when we're pulling some of these wires in, that I don't get no sparkles. Sparkles is not fun. It can be scary. I've been sparkled and knocked out unconscious and had put a big old hole in my leg. Not fun. This panel passes inspection. Guaranteed. Matter of fact, all right, now that we got the power on, I want to run a couple circuits. I got my pond over there runned off the house, and I got my extension cord in here runned off the house. And now that we got power here, I don't need to run long extension cords to have some power in here. So we're going to get some initial power up here. We're going to get this power circuit up here done, and that's probably going to be it for this episode of Fixing Things. But tomorrow we're going to do some more stuff. We're going to get the lighting circuit and a couple of the other power circuits and run some more conduit and be able to flip some switches. So this box right here is going to be for my welder. And so I want to put a receptacle there. That's going to be one circuit. Then over top of this workbench, I'm going to have one more circuit. So we're going to run 2 circuits in this box. Or on the other side. Well, I only got so many colors. And my next ones I'm going to pull straight through. All right, so the next ones we're going to pull straight on through. That will be a black wire and the neutral wire. Now these boxes here require ground screws to be put in. You don't wire them like you do the residential plastic boxes. Four, 6, and a pinch. It was only 5 feet, Pastor Bill. You gotta have 6 inches, a minimum 6 inches. I like to have a little more. So we're gonna pull 6 feet. That's gonna give me my 6 inches plus a little bit more. Man, my wife must have busted me in the eye last night. I should never question her. I probably slept right through it. I don't know what happened in my eye. What's up with your eye? All right, required by code in these metal junction boxes is you got to use a green screw. This is a number 10 screw, and it's got to be machine thread. It cannot be self-tapping or anything else. It's got to be machine thread. Make a nice little loop in there. Loop-de-doop. Bring your other 2 wires up to where the green one is, where it curves. Cut them off all at the same length, making sure you have minimum 6 inches coming out. So here's how I wire my RS covers. So this is a dual gang RS cover, and I run little pigtails from wire to wire, and off the same wire I come back, because you want the least amount of wires in this box. That way you can get the RS cover on there, because this is taking up space, the box is taking up space, the wires is taking up space. So we got a hot wire coming in, going into a pigtail. Neutral coming in, going to pigtail. Also going back out to the next box. And the ground going the same way. Plus bonded to the box. Nice and neat. There won't be no shorts in the box. We'll know when I turn the breaker on. I think we should test it. And I think we should take the cord from the front porch that runs my pond, plug it in, and let this garage do some of its, get some of its, pay me back a little bit. All right, so we know that the power is on to the box. The bus bars are off. Breakers are off, so for that one. Yeah, I didn't like the way that one felt. All right, so let's turn power on. Bus bars, hot. This one is my welder circuit. It's hot. This one is the one over the bench. No tripping, that's a good sign. All right, let's see if I did it right. Here's the one for my welder. 2 yellow lights. That means correctamundo. Two lights, correctamundo. That's all I got to say about that. Look at my eye. You think my wife busted me up when I was asleep? I probably deserve it. That's like crazy. All right, let's plug in the fish pond. Let's go over there and check it. I hear something. There it goes. Trickling down my waterfall. All right, that's going to be it for this episode of Fixing Things. So if you have any comments you want to add to it, maybe you think I did something wrong, man, that's okay. All I know is this is going to pass inspection. There's nothing wrong with coming in the wires through the back of the box. It depends on what, if you listened to me earlier, the bend radius of the wire. So God bless each and every one of you. Remember, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. He's the one that gives me the strength. Lord knows that pull was hard today. I'll have another episode tomorrow. We're going to be pulling the wires, setting boxes, and doing some things in here, getting the light circuit on. God bless you.